right, let's see if I can get it to go live. I think we are there. Yay! Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I know it's Labor Day, so we probably won't have as many people as normal, which is completely fine, but I know I won't be live next week. It'll just be a video, so I wanted to make sure that this week I was at least going live. So when you come in, just let me know you're here by saying hello in the comments, and then give a thumbs up, and it would also help if you shared the video. I would greatly appreciate all that. I'm gonna see if I can actually share it to my Facebook page. We're gonna see, because I haven't done that in a while, and sometimes it tries to go to different places and I don't know what it does. So let's see if I can make that happen. Oh, yep, and see, it closed me out completely. It decided it needed to do a YouTube update. So whatever. Story of my life, right? Okay, so today we're just going to dive right on in, and today we are going to be using the Winterly Treetops Suite. So this was a suite that Stampin' Up! Allowed demonstrators to order a while back, like a while back. I've had this for a while. I think it was in June, if I'm not mistaken, but it was for an event that they put on for us. Hello, Marcia. And they used these products to create projects for that entire weekend. And y'all, I was kind of like, whatever. I'm not a big fan. I love birds. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love bird stamp sets. But it wasn't really something that I thought would be up my alley until I got it, started playing with it, did the event, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is me. So not only are we going to be using it tonight, but it is my it's my featured club for September. So I am going to go ahead and put you down on the table, and I'm going to show you the products for club. I think I had mentioned last week that I might change them up a little bit because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the live this week and then for club, and then I created a whole lot more projects, and so here we are. So I'm just going to put you down on the table, and then I'm going to show you all the things that I have created using this suite. And I have to say, I am thoroughly in love with it. Okay, let's see if I can get my YouTube back up as well, because it looks like it is done, and I'm going to just adjust the camera, but it looks like it has done its update, and there I am. Okay, great. Okay, so club for the Winterly Treetops is 6 cards, and these are going to be the projects right here. I have to say these are probably my 2 favorite. I don't know, this one I like too, but and then there we go. So club will come with a full pack of the DSP because this paper is gorgeous and everybody needs the whole pack. Hello, Kathy and Deb and Sharon. Sorry, I don't think I said hey to y'all. It will also come with the embellishments and the ribbon. And the reason I decided to do all of that, so it's a little bit more than what my normal amount is that I include in club, is just because these projects, I'm so in love with the products in order to create the projects, and so I just felt like everybody needed the whole thing. So you will get all of that for club this month. Club is $45. Let me see if I can get, club is $45, and it will include all of that. Plus it includes a video tutorial and a PDF tutorial. And then of course you get the make and take packets in order to create these cards. And then I mail it directly to your house. If you're interested in that, there is a link in the description of this video. It should be there. You can click on that and actually order or register, get all the information for club. The other thing of that is the last day to register for it is on the 16th. And no, actually, you do have to email me for that one. So email me for that registration link and I can send it for club. So there is club. And I have a couple things to kind of share tonight as well, just because it is the start of the month. All right, so let's move that over there. Don't forget, today is the last day to register for bingo. And woot woot, this is a huge, exciting time for me. We have over 20 people. Like, we are getting close to 30, which is amazing. There are a couple people I'm not sure yet on, but they are supposed to let me know by first thing in the morning. So we could possibly be closer to our 30 mark instead of our 20 mark. So not only will there be 2 prizes per round, but there are also some little extra like prize patrol items as well. So y'all, I'm super excited. And Ben is like, Amy, we're never going to get done with bingo. He's like, I got a football game to go to. I was like, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. We'll get him out in time because we'll play all the bingo rounds first, and then we'll all craft and he can go to the football game or go watch the game, not go to the football game. I know, Kathy and Sharon, I'm super excited. And we'll have some new faces too. So, and class that morning is going to be pretty booked as well. Not as many people, but it's going to be close to that too. The next thing is fall retreat. I do have a fall retreat. I just posted a little while ago on Facebook for it. It will include 12 make and takes. We'll be using the bundles More Than Autumn and the Regal Winter, which is in the new catalog. And I can't show you in the catalog yet, but I'm only going to give some teasers on the projects. I'm not going to show the projects because I want it to be pretty exclusive to those who order the fall retreat until after fall retreat is done. But it will include 3 packs of DSP, 3 embellishments, and 3 ribbons. Plus, there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be some like little extra goodies in there as well. And then you get your bag. So it's over $100 worth of products, including the Stampin' Up! Products that will be in that bag. And then you can also order both bundles at cost. I know it seems a little high. It is $136, but that's because you're getting a ton of stuff and it's being mailed directly to your house. The $136 includes the actual shipping of the box as well, which is kind of expensive when you have the big boxes. The other part is for anybody who is local, I will have like a crafting, like open session for anyone to come in and stamp any of the items that you need to stamp. It'll also just be a time for us together, have a little fun, kind of see who got the club and whatever. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I can send you the link for that as well. And then, sorry, I'm trying to get that up high. Of course, we have the new mini that comes out on Wednesday. Yay! And with that, I have my typical paper share. This is how paper share comes. Paper share is a sampling of all the paper. And for me, because I am very OCD, I label everything for y'all as well. So I label it and I package them in individual little bags here. And so it will include all of the paper. There are, I did actually write it all down this time. There are 66 sheets total, 42 of those being the 12 by 6, and then you have 24 that is your 6 by 6. The total cost for the paper share is $48. We will not have class the first weekend in October, and so it will all be mailed. This go around for the paper share everything will be mailed. So it's a flat fee of the $48, which includes that shipping. It will also come in one of these little plastic envelopes so that it all stays secure for you in your crafting room. The next thing is for the paper share, you can also add on or do this instead. There it will be what is called a paper sampler. And these pieces will come to you 4x2. You will cut them in half. You will also get the actual cardstock. So it will be on our cardstock, our white cardstock. And it will have the name of the paper, the size of it, as well as the item number. And then of course for the Splendid Autumn, because there's so much paper in that pack, it'll be 1 of 2. You'll see that there. And it'll be all the papers. You'll cut it down and then adhere them onto your little samplers. This is just so you can have an overview. This is, make sure I give you the right price. This is $23 and that includes shipping as well. So you can do both of those if you want, or you can just do one, whichever works for you. You will also get these little stickers on the back of your pieces, which will tell you like which catalog it came from and the price as well on there. So that is it. I think that's all the information I have for tonight. That's a lot, I know, I'm sorry. I always seem like it's a lot there. So again, we are going to be using this, which is also Club this month, and we are going to get started. All right, our first project, there is a blog post that went live for this, so make sure you go over and check it out. This is our first project. This is a sample from the catalog, which is kind of where I started when I started creating for Club. So we are going to do this one first. And I feel like I am probably moving a little slow. Let me see. Is anybody having any like connection issues? Because I feel like it's, I don't know, not doing something on that end. We've had some really bad weather out here, so it would not surprise me if I was having bad connection with the internet. I think everybody is on Spectrum now, and with it, I feel like we have slowed down a whole bunch since the very first time we were on it, and kind of by ourselves on it. So, all right, let's go ahead and start. And we've got our little packet here. I've already done the cutting, and then we're just going to color this piece together because I didn't feel like you needed to watch me color all of it. So we will do that. It's been good the whole time. Okay, good, good. So it's just my eyes, right? It doesn't surprise me on that either. All right, we're going to fold our card base in half. Has anybody else had really bad weather? We had thunder and lightning last night really bad. And then today we've just had some really heavy rain. It's been crazy. We need it too. We need a lot of rain. Keep all the garden wet so we don't have to water it. And it'll help it all grow a little better. All right, so we're going to take some DSP. And y'all, this is some incredible DSP. I really love it. And we're going to adhere it to the front. And what we're going to do is use our liquid glue because I can get it even on that front. Let's put it on the right way though. So it'll go like that. We want the vines going up, not down. All right, there we go. Now we have this piece of basic white cardstock, and it's going to go like this. So we're going to stamp our sentiment in the center of that with some pecan pie. Nothing there, Kathy. And you're not really all that far from me. No, not far at all. All right, we're going to stamp this in the center. And if it's a little crooked, it's going to be okay because we're going to put our little garland around it and then you'll never even be able to see it. So it'll be all good. All right, and then let's take our garland pieces here, and we're gonna grab our cherry cobbler, and we're gonna go with light first. Oh, you had no rain either? Oh. They had lightning yesterday, not Sunday, Saturday at, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to do it the light. At the Carolina football game, they had lightning, and then they had to have a delay. And, of course, it didn't do anything here, and we're not that, I mean, we're 30 minutes from the stadium, give or take. And then the crazy thing is after the game was the bad game was all done, it started lightning and thundering here, and then we had a downpour until probably about 1:30 this morning. It was a good heavy rain, and it cooled off everything just a little. All right, so I covered it all completely in the light, and then we're just going to go back with the dark and just add a little bit of dark to it. Have y'all ever seen those commercials? And I totally feel like this is so true. Is it, I can't remember. Oh my goodness. It's got the guy in it. Is it Geico or Progressive? Maybe it's Progressive. That they... Oh, yeah, Deb. Okay, so you're just, yeah. It was crazy that they had the delay, and then there was nothing for quite a while. But there's a commercial, and I can't remember who it is. I can't remember what company, but it has the guy that's, don't turn into your parents. Hey, Angie. And I totally feel like that's happening in my life. Because now I'm into the weather, and I've never been into the weather. I mean, I've always liked thunderstorms, but I'm not real big into like watching it, but man, do I watch it now. And then when it rains, it just makes me even more excited. And then I have to like watch how it's going to all do. And I really just got into that probably in the last like couple months. And so I feel like I'm turning into my parents. So, but I can't remember what company is. It's one of the insurance companies, I believe. Don't turn into your parents. But they do all kind of funny little skits and stuff with how they turn into their parents. Okay, I'm using shaded spruce, so I'm covering it all with light. And then we're going to do the dark, and we're just going to add some extra little shadow stuff to it. So nothing too crazy. Just kind of go over those dark lines that are in the middle of them. Okay, and then we're going to do a really skinny pecan pie, and we're just going to do dark because these things are too skinny to even worry about doing light and dark. And I will say it is really hard to stay in the lines. So just know that. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it tonight for sure. Sometimes it helps to just hover it up over your paper instead of officially touching it. You're just lightly like grazing it. That tends to help a little bit more. And then we're going to do that. Okay, I think that's all. Yep. Okay. Farmers. Is it Farmers? I feel like Farmers is the guy, the old, I think that's the old actor, the older actor. I don't think it's Farmers, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up whenever I get off here. Okay, we're going to attach this piece with some dimensionals. I don't watch a lot of TV, so what I see is usually like during a football game or commercials when I'm watching YouTube crafting videos. So that is usually when I get commercials. Is it, see, I was thinking it was either Progressive or Geico, but Geico is the Gecko, so it's got to be the Progressive, which is also Flow, right? But a lot of fun. Because I am definitely turning into my parents, you know, obsessed with the dogs, the animals, obsessed with the weather now. We're going to attach this to the center, so I'm just lining it up on the table. And then I'm just going to let it go. So it'll go from end to end, as close as possible to the center there. We are going to put dimensionals on the back of our garland. And stick that there. This is going to go in the center. And there and there. Okay, now before I take the backings off, I'm going to lay them here, just like this. And see, now you cannot tell that I was crooked with my sentiment. We are going to attach some of our little extra little pieces here. I have adhesive on the back of these pieces, and we're going to attach them under before adhering those down, because that makes it a lot easier. All right, and then we'll stick that one there. Now this one, we're gonna adhere it with glue dots. You Googled it. Angie and Deb Googled it. Good, good, good. Okay, so it's Progressive. Yeah, those are crazy commercials. They're hysterical and so true. So true. You know, the older I get, I definitely have learned I am becoming my mother. I am my mother through and through, which is not a bad thing because my mother is amazing. I love my mother. She is what keeps me sane in this crazy world. All right, so we've got that there. And then we're going to adhere these here. This one's going to go right about here. And then we're going to attach this one down here. We're going to attach it on this side like that. Then we are going to attach these with another glue dot. And this is going to come out of the center here. Like that. We are going to take the other one and we're going to flip it around so that it goes in the same direction. And that is down instead of up. So it'll be like it's there. Okay, now we can take the backs off and adhere it to the card front. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, so we're going to stick that there. And then we're going to adhere this one down. And we're going to stick that one there, like that. Then we're going to take our ribbon, our little twine, which y'all, this makes me, I know I've said this before, but this makes me happy because you know how I feel about twine. I wish we had every single color in twine. I think that should be a law. That every color that Stampin' Up! Offers, it should be in twine. It should have a twine to go along with it. I would keep them in business for it, for sure. Well, not twine, linen thread. It has to be the linen thread. Because twine is a little looser. Linen is a little, it's like a stiffness to it, and it ties a lot easier. So we want linen thread. We do not want twine. We want linen thread. All right, then we're going to stick that bow right there. We are going to take our pecan pie, our dark pecan pie. Let me make sure I've got that. Our dark pecan pie. You love twine more than ribbon. Yeah. Well, yeah, so the twine, I always feel like it gets wrapped up and, you know, twists and stuff, but the linen thread does not. It does not do that. But yeah, I love thin. I like the thin stuff. I'm not big on thicker ribbons either. Okay, so we're going to use pecan pie, and we are going to color. Actually, we may not be, because I think I'm running out. Let's see if I can try the other side. I need new pecan pie ones. Nope. Okay. Let me grab another one. Let's go with copper clay. Let's do some copper clay. That'll be close enough, even though that's copper clay. We're gonna go ahead and just do this. 1 and 2. And then we'll do 1, 2, and 3. It really should be the pecan pie, but we're gonna go with this. And that's the great thing about your embellishments, like your white embellishments, is you can change them colors, which we love. I love to do that. And you are correct on that, Deb. It is way easier to mail for sure. All right, so let's add one here. I don't think these are gonna look as good, but it's all right. We're gonna just deal with it. We're gonna stick that one there. We'll stick this one up here. And we'll stick this one here, right there. And then we'll do another one over here. Okay, so there we go. I definitely like it with the pecan pie much better, but such is life. All right, so there is the first card. And then our second card is this one, which is a little out of my box with putting some blue and some green together like that. But I found I really was drawn to the blue, the added blue, and with this paper in the background. And then this piece here is embossed using the Birchwood embossing folder, which look how big this is. So this is a half a piece of cardstock, and look at that. It is ginormous, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right. So let's take our card base, and we're gonna fold it in half. And then we are going to take our liquid glue and we're going to adhere our DSP to the front. Just like that. Okay. We are then going to take the opposite side of that designer series paper and we're going to stick this in the center, and we're just going to do with the liquid glue since I already have it out. And we're going to stick it right there in the center. If it's not perfect in the center, it is quite all right. You just want to make sure it's pretty close. All right, there we go. Then we're going to take this piece here. We're going to wrap some of the Night of Navy, my favorite color. We're going to wrap it around our embossed piece. We're going to tie a bow. And we're going to go all the way to the edge with it. So it's almost going to be on the side. Okay, and we're going to trim off that end right there. We are going to pop this up with dimensionals. And let me grab some more. Right there, and then there. We'll take the backs off. And then we are going to stick it onto our card front. I'm going to make sure those tails aren't sticking underneath so they don't get stuck in there. And then we're going to lay it right there. Perfect. And I've already cut out the bird. The bird is directly from the designer series paper. I feel like those birds are absolutely gorgeous, colored the way they are. And if you actually look, there is a little bit of a darker blue right here in the wings. And so that's kind of where I felt like I could pull in our Night of Navy as well. So we're going to flip this over. We are going to put dimensionals on the back. You know, Angie, it depends. When I'm doing my lives, I always, well, not always, but a good chunk of the time, I will cover up the whole back. For classes, I do 4 by 5 1/4 because then I can use all of the designer series paper. I can get more out of it. But for like lives and stuff, I usually do this because it's not like I'm sending to 22 people each week. So it's a little easier for me to do this for my lives. But yeah, for like regular class, no, it's got the border around it because it's a lot more cost efficient. So now if I get to a point of where I am sending to a lot of people each week and not just the couple that I do right now, then I'll probably change that because it can get very expensive when you can't get a lot out of the paper. So, but yeah, that's a good question actually. And I guess I never really thought it through to ever explain that to anybody. But yeah, and you know, a border with even this, just having the white, or you could even do the Night of Navy again, would be just fine. Like it would still look really good. So, hey Sue. Absolutely. Always remember to hit those thumbs up. We like the thumbs up. And if you give the thumbs, if I give the thumbs up too long, it will actually like, I don't know, do something to the screen from what I understand. All right, so we're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to stamp it with Night of Navy. And I'm going to hold my tongue a certain way, make sure I get it straight. That's not too bad. We'll go with that. And then this is going to go flat. And I am going to use my seal for that because it will make it a little bit stronger adhered down on the piece here because I'm using the Seal Plus. And that's just going to go across the bottom. Just like that. And oh, I can leave that out. Now, last but not least, okay, I'm going to cut these down just a little bit more so they're not flopping out there in the wind. There we go. And then last but not least, we're going to add our embellishments. And we are going to add, I think it's these right here up top. All right. So we're going to put one, oops, one, it doesn't want to go on there. There we go. And then one here. One here, and then we're going to put one here in the corner, and then one down here on the sentiment. All right, there we go. Card number 2. And yeah, I love the bluebirds in the designer series paper. The birds, I think the birds make the paper. All right, so project number 3 is going to be a little different. And I need to grab my heating tool because I forgot to grab that. Let me move a bunch of this real quick. So this is going to be our last project. And we're going to use some enamel effects, which I love. All right, let's move all this. I'm going to try to get cleared up over here so I'm not knocking things off. Okay. And then let me grab my heat tool. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in right here because we're going to dry with the heat tool. We're going to dry the top of it so that we can work with it a little quicker. All right. Okay, so let's grab our box. And here's all our little pieces. Okay. Okay, we're going to put our box together. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not fully sure. I'm pretty sure it's the smoother side that is the outside. There's like a more silky side, kind of like a gloss, and then you've got like matte. The matte side is what I feel is the outside, so that's where we're going. That's what we're going to use. The enamel effects definitely does better on that side too, so that's what we're going to go with. And then we're going to fold all of our parts, all of our little score lines here. All right, and then all you're going to do once you do that, these 2 pieces are going to come in. We'll fold this back so you can see. These 2 will come in. These 2 will come in, these little tabs right here. These will slide over both those tabs, catch it, and then it's going to pop through down here on the bottom, which keeps it together and keeps those little tabs in there. Then again, you'll slide that right over it, pop it down in that little notch, and then it will stay. And then this piece here folds down and slides into these 2 notches here. All right. See, okay, that's what I was thinking too, Deb, was that gloss side was the side for the food too. Keeps it from like the oil leaking through, I think. I don't know. All right, so on this one, we're going to take this. A lot of times you're going to see the scallops because it's scallops, so that's pretty on the outside. But we're going to actually put it on the inside, just like that, okay? Now, on this one, I did not have these yet, the metallic enamel effects. So what I did was I took the white and I used copper clay to create that color. But I have the copper, so we're going to just use the copper. All right, and then all you're going to do, I have to grab something else real quick. I forgot. Very important when you're using enamel effects, you need your spatulas, and I always like to have my baby wipes. All right, so all you're gonna do is you're just gonna not do that. We're gonna put some here. Then I'm going to take my spatula and I'm gonna take the big one, this one here, and we're just going to spread it across. And you want it to have some texture like that. So it's going to have some big blotches and then some little ones. Okay. If you want it to be a little thicker, you can add a little bit more. We're going to leave it like that since we're live, so it won't take as long to dry. We're going to stick that there. We're going to grab a baby wipe and we're going to wipe it off. and that's so that it doesn't stick to the spatula and ruin it. Okay, then we'll set those aside, let them dry. I'm also going to get it off my finger as much as I can. All right. Now I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to run it over this until it gets a little dry, because it'll be easier to stick our other stuff to it. And it won't take too long since it is a little thinner. And if it's not fully dry when you stick your additional stuff on top, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I just want to get it somewhat dry. All right. Okay. We are going to go with that. And then we are going to take some soft seafoam. We're going to take some black memento. We're going to take those, the garland that we used in the first project. We're going to ink it up. And we are going to stamp it once. We're going to ink it up. Woo! And I'm going to drop the ink and get it all over me. We're going to close that bad boy up so I don't get it all over me. And we're going to stamp it again like that. And that's okay. We can cover that up. I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine and we are going to cut it out. So we're going to run it through twice. And I put the dies right here. We're going to stick that on. We're going to line it up. I'm going to put some tape on it just to hold it. We'll run that through. I'm just going to go back with it. And then we will do it one more time. Let's see if I can line it up without taking the tape off of it. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. All right, so now we have our garland cut out. We've got two pieces there. We are going to take our sentiment from the very first one, the thinking of you. We are going to clean it and let's see. I apparently left a lot of stuff over on the other table. We're going to clean that because we're going to do it in some black memento. And we're going to stamp it right here on this little piece. And let's see if we can get that one pretty straight too. There we go. We're going to take some scissors really quick and we will take each end of it and we're going to flag it. I'm going to trim this side down just a little bit and then we're going to flag it. And so what I'm doing is I'm going up the center. We're going to trim off just a little bit off this side too. So I'm going to make a cut up the center and then I'm going to come in from each edge to that center. And then ta-da, there we have our flagged piece on each side. Okay, and then we've got that. Now we are going to take flip these over. We're going to put some dimensionals on those. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do 1, 2, and on this one, we're going to leave these edges a little open so that it can lay over like that when we put it on. All right, so let's do this one first. We're going to do this one on the bottom. And it's just going to sit down here like that. Then we'll take the backings off of this one. Maybe that one did not want to come off. And then this one is going to sit right over it like that. Okay. These are going to be adhered by glue dots. And I may have run out of glue dots. I think I was down to the last couple a second ago. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to adhere it with a dimensional. That'll be fine. So we're going to stick this one here like that. And then we're going to stick this one here. I don't even know what I did with the glue dots. And this one is going to stick up like this. Okay, this is going to go right across here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some adhesive right there in the center. Let's actually get it a little further up. There we go. And then it's also going to attach to those two dimensionals right there too. Okay, so that's going to go right there. Now, to finish it off, we're going to add some enamel effects. We're going to add some white. You could even do red if you wanted to. Either way is fine. I'm just going to make sure that it's not going to spit out on me. And we're just going to go where all the little berries are. And we're going to add the effects there. And you want to do this after you put them on to the box, because then it will, some of them will overlap. And so it'll, you're going to have them like stuck up underneath. So it's easier to do it after you adhere everything to it. So we're just going to add one here because we can see that one right there. And then we'll do this one and this one. And then we're going to do this one. And then there's one up underneath that, but we are not going to worry about that because it will be hidden. Then we are going to flip that around and we are going to add some of the garden green embellishments. If I can get it off. I don't know why it doesn't like me today. There we go. All right, so we're gonna stick one here. And this is just gonna offset the fact that you've got kind of bunches of berries. So it will let us have all of that. All right, let's fix this. There we go, let's try, there we go. All right, so then this one's gonna go there. Then we're gonna do some little ones, maybe one there, one up here. Let's do one there. And I think that will work. All right, oh, and you know what? We need to add our ribbon. We're gonna do the copper clay. So then we've used all 3 of the color ribbons, and we're gonna do what's called a double bow. So we're gonna fold it in half and then tie our bow. All right, we're gonna cut that in half, do that. And again, I don't know where the, I really don't know where the glue dots went. I think I might be out of them. So let's just take, I was going to say, let's take a little bit of liquid. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got one left. There we go. They were hiding. And then we're just going to stick that up there. There we go. All right, now we are officially done. And the awesome thing is with these boxes, with doing the background, you can make it as thick, as thin. You can change up the colors. You know, with that being green, you could even do a red in the background. There is also black. And then you have silver and gold as well. So lots of fun colors with these enamel dots. So that is the last project. I'm going to set that one on top until it dries. We do not want a debacle with that. And then there is our second card, and here is our first card. All right, then on Thursday, I'm gonna have another project for you. I actually have already done the video and the blog post. I am on it. So I will share a tutorial, a full tutorial on this card right here. Coming up on Thursday, you'll see that. And then on Friday, I'll have another project, but it's going to be on a totally different set. So this will just be for Monday through Thursday this week. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your week. For those of you coming to bingo on Saturday, I will see you there. And don't forget, if you would like to do club, emails have gone out on that. You can join my email list to get added to that list. If you'd like the link before then, just email me and I can send it right over. And yes, Deb, I have been. I have a goal. So and I have to start now, but I have a goal for next year. I am very close to a milestone that I'd like to hit. And so I'm trying to get there as quick as I can. But the other part is I'd like to earn the incentive trip next year. So I got to get on it. So I have been trying to bust some booty to get there. So anyway, we will see. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and I will see y'all later. Bye.